Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another PUBG video. It's been a while since we have done one of those, a sensitivity setting. We're gonna go over every single sensitivity setting in PUBG and try to explain them. That will help you decide what your best sensitivity is. But also, some of you guys were asking for a new sense. And I've been waiting for the new update to drop so I can because I wanted to configure a new sense for myself because I used to rely a lot on the angled grip. Now that the angled grip is no longer in the game, I think I need to adjust my sensitivity a little bit because I'm going to be using a new grip. I don't know which grip is the best as of now. I'm currently liking the vert grip for some reason. I can't explain it, but let's start. Let's start. We'll see. So the first setting that I want to talk about is the right stick dead zone and the left stick dead zone. I just always keep them at 0. The simple reason is, especially with the SMG meta, if the guy in front of you is strafing a lot, you need to be able to make a minor adjustment. Look at my right stick; I'm barely moving it. But that's something that you need to be able to make because the guy is strafing. So you don't need to do this. You just need to do minor adjustments so you can track the guy that's strafing in front of you. I want my right stick and left stick to be very responsive, so I always keep the dead zone at 0. It comes at a cost. I mean, look at I don't know, it keeps moving on its own because every stick will develop, what's it called? Stick drift, unless you're using magnetic, but the regular controllers will develop a drift, so it is what it is. But yeah, it's good for minor adjustments to keep your dead zone at 0, and that helps a lot with scope spraying. Now, let's go over the sensitivity. This is the new sense that I configured. You can take a look before we get into it, but I do want to explain this one specifically. I always used 50. Always used 50. This is the first time I go above 50 because I wanted to make a sense that works pretty much for everybody, not just for myself. Because I understand that 50 doesn't work for a lot of people, and I've heard that feedback so many times that yeah, 50 is so hard. Um, Between 50 and 70 is completely fine. 70, I find it fine, really. I don't see a huge difference between 50 and 70. I do notice the difference, just to be clear. I do, but it the, the increase on the horizontal recoil is not much between 50 and 70, so 70 is still good. If you're already using somewhere between 50 and 70, you're good. You don't need to change it. But a lot of people like 100, I didn't like it at all. So, and anything above 100, of course, I just don't like it. So yeah, and let's go into the sensitivity settings one by one, and I'll explain them. Starting with the forward running sensitivity, I experimented so much with this one. It's essentially the sensitivity of running forward. So if you're pushing your right stick forward, if you have this maxed out, your character will move forward just in a straight line. Now, if you have it low with any minor like pull left or right, your character will start moving left and right. It's hard to walk in a straight line if it's at 0, for example. The main benefit of having having it low is strafing, like while hip firing your SMG. It will be very easy, but okay. But I do like to strafe when I shoot. It's really it's hard to pull off, but I find, oh god, come on, just move. um, by the way, I disbanded my clan. That's why I don't have a clan training. But maybe that was a mistake. But anyway, so I do like to strafe. So when I do this, I don't want to go up, down, up, down. That will increase my recoil when I strafe. So I just wanted to limit that. So I keep it at 46. I mean, it's not final. I still want to experiment more with it, but for the time being, I always used to play at a very, very low forward running sensitivity. But I think I'm gonna stop doing that. Movement sensitivity, I keep it at 100 because I don't want to walk. I do want to walk, but I can walk with minimal push on my left stick, so I don't really walk too much in the game. I always like either walk fast or run I don't really like do this kind of walking. So I keep it at 100. I don't need it. It doesn't affect the recoil at all. So I'm just gonna keep it at 100. Vertical sensitivity multiplier. As I explained, I always used to like it at 50. Now I'm doing 70 for people because it works for not just for me but also for a lot of people who find it very hard to play at 50. So I'm trying to configure a sensitivity that works for a lot of people. So that, and there's one specific reason that I think 70 would work better than 50 is dealing with aim punch. Let me show you. Let me get rid of this guy first. Okay, so let me demonstrate it. You're here, right? You're shooting, and then the guy in front of you has an SMG. He inflicts like a lot of aim punch on you, so your aim jumps upwards, right? If you have your vertical sensitivity multiplier at 50, it will take you a much higher pull down to get back to where you are. But if you have it at 70, your pull down can be lower, and it's easier to adjust from an aim punch. Now, it's a minor, very, very minor, a niche situation, because honestly, by the time you're trying to adjust from an aim punch, you'd be dead. But I found it a little bit, a tiny bit better, but you just take the advantage when you can. So that's one advantage. I didn't find any huge advantages between 50 and 70, to be honest. So I'm just doing it for you. Let's just say that. General sensitivity. I do like it maxed out because I do want to look quickly. I do want to look very quickly, and it helps when I'm trying to hip fire. Oh, guy, please stop. It helps a lot when I'm trying to hip fire because I can move very quickly with my camera with a hip fire. So I keep it maxed out. Now, vehicle driver sensitivity. Again, I like to drive. Come on, just let me be. I need to leave. Hang on. Oh my god, these people. Okay. Well, I don't blame them. But anyway. Yeah, so going back to the vehicle driver sensitivity, I keep it maxed out, to be honest, because I just want to be able to drive and turn quickly. Aim acceleration, I don't use this one at all because it will throw off my aim. Because here's an example. If you're if you're tracking someone, let me see. Let me take an example of this bicycle. I'm tracking. I'm just pulling at the same rate always. Look at my right, pulling at the same rate because it has a constant speed. Your enemy, like the way your enemy running will have a constant speed unless like they just stop and turn or whatever. With the aim acceleration, it's gonna start speeding up as you're aiming, and it will throw off your aim. So I've never been a fan. I always turned it off, and I keep it off, and I will always keep it off. Over the shoulder, to be very honest with you, I keep it the same as general sensitivity, but I don't use it. I don't have even the button assigned. I don't use over the shoulder aim. Maybe a lot of people like it. I don't. I prefer hip firing, so I just don't use it. I like to loot fast, so inventory cursor sensitivity is maxed out. But yeah, whatever. Now to the scopes. 1x, I cannot make 1x work when it's high sense. Just keep in mind that this sense is made mainly for scope spraying. Okay, so the high sense on the scopes, you'll see that the 3x, 4x is mainly for scope spraying. That's why they're very high. 1x, I just don't know for a reason. I don't know the reason, but for some, I don't know. I can't speak. For some reason, it just feels so different from any other scopes. So I just cannot make it work on a high sense, especially that I play already on 70 vertical sensitivity multiplier. So I just keep it at 10.9. 2x. 2x is it's a little tricky. I do like it, but I don't always find it. And if I always find it, to be honest, I just stop using the 1x, because 1x situation I'd rather hip fire even my AR, and 2x is just enough for close to mid range, and I do like it. So 3x and 4x, I use them for scope spraying. They're at the moment they're both the same, and it's working for me, so I'm just gonna keep them like that. 6x and 8x, honestly, I just like it because I like to snipe fast, right? Like what's it called? Like snap to targets fast. What do you want? Okay, here, take my, take them. Just stop. Okay. Fine. So I understand that a lot of people would not agree with 6x and 8x, but that's fine. I just like to snap to targets fast if I'm sniping or if I'm using a DMR. So, and it's very easy to control the recoil on a DMR if you have a max sense, but you just need to get used to it. So yeah, anyway, I hope I didn't make a video that's too long, but that's really what I wanted to share. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one.